Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drux Malan Unboxing. Today I'm going to talk about the main event on the DAZN card being streamed live even here to South Africa from Madison Square Garden Bahulu Theatre on Saturday night. And we get to see a pound for pound star in action once again, the undisputed lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez. I say undisputed because he should be undisputed. He got all the belts from Vasyl Lomachenko, or most of them, who was the man at lightweight. And then the WBC decided to create another title, which is now Devin Haney, and make Lomachenko a franchise holder, a franchise belt, whatever that means. He can't defend it, so some people have trouble recognizing it. But he is the man at lightweight. He's defending his WBA, IBF, WBO, and most importantly, the Ring Magazine belt against the IBF mandatory contender, George Kambosos Jr. from Australia. Now, it is typical IBF or all the sanctioning bodies do this mandated fight that nobody really wants to see. We want to see Teofimo Lopez fight Tank Davis, Devin Haney, or Ryan Garcia, but we got George Kambosos Jr. instead. Now, no disrespect towards Kambosos, because he has earned this shot. He does deserve to be there. He does deserve to have a world title shot. There's just others that would be much more interesting and more deserving to take on Teofimo Lopez, but it is what it is. He did win to get there, and George Kambosos, his last two wins were over former world champions Mickey Bay, and then his most recent fight, former IBF heavyweight champion Lee Selby. He upset him in the UK. Now, both those fights were razor close decisions, and George Kambosos, I think, is a pretty solid fighter. He does a bit of everything. He boxes well. He fights at a very controlled pace. He's not a swarming kind of fighter, but he takes a few here and there, and he lands a few, but he struggles for me to really pull away from his opponent. I think how he got through in those fights, he's got a very good medium range game. He's not great at the outside, he's not great at the inside, but sort of at medium range, he can throw these angled uppercuts to the head and body, and I think that's what caught judges' eye there against Lee Selby. So I think he's got that. He's a little bit awkward and unorthodox in where he throws some of his punches from. He's a tough guy. He's super fit. He's going to be coming to make the most of his opportunity. Now, Teofimo Lopez, of course, his reputation was built on his last win when he upset Vasyl Lomachenko, the Ukrainian Wonder Man, another guy we'd rather have seen Lopez fight again. But Lomachenko came on late that fight, but Lopez turned boxer in that fight, and he won enough rounds to get him over on the decision there, and he won that fight, beating an elite fighter like Lomachenko. That's why he is on everybody's pound for pound list. He won before that the IBF title by destroying Richard Comey, and besides that, his resume isn't that thick. Those are his two big wins, and by far the Lomachenko one, but it's more the manner in which he wins. He's a very good boxer puncher. He can really swat to the head and the body. He's got a good jab. He seems to have a total package. But this fight has been postponed so many times, one has to wonder how focused Teofimo Lopez will be for this fight. Thriller, the new promotional company, it was on, it was off, it was on, it was off. If this means a demise for Thriller, I don't like him for putting on spectacles like Evander Holyfield against the MMA guy. I can't even remember who it was, but putting a 60-year-old Evander Holyfield in the ring, that sort of nonsense in the celebrity YouTuber fights. I'm glad that Eddie Hearn landed this fight and is going to be on DAZN rather. But finally, we're getting the fight done. Now, George Kambosos Jr., what is he going to do against Teofimo Lopez? I think if you really swarm Teofimo Lopez, get him out of his rhythm like Nakatani, the Japanese fighter, did, you're in with a chance. But I don't think George Kambosos has got the power to hurt Teofimo Lopez. I don't think he's got the boxing skills to stay away, and I don't think just swarming over his opponent is really his style. So I can't see how George Kambosos is going to post a huge upset over Teofimo Lopez. It's Lopez's fight to lose. If he'll need to be totally out focused, not focused, not on his A game. It's up to him to throw the fight away. So I just think George Kambosos is a guy who's a world-class fighter, obviously. He can compete at that level. He did beat those two names, Mickey Bay and Lee Selby, but he just barely did it. He just squeezed past. If you're going to have a chance against a guy like Lopez, you've got to beat those kind of guys decisively. You can't just squeeze by them. And I think that's the difference between an elite fighter and a guy who's just there fighting for the title. So I expect Teofimo Lopez to get George Kambosos Jr. out of there within 7 rounds. I think Kambosos is going to have heart. He's Aussie from Greek heritage. He's going to try his best. He's going to go at it, and he's going to try and make the most of his opportunity. But I think Teofimo Lopez will get rid of him in style, and hopefully we can see Teofimo Lopez in a rematch against Vasyl Lomachenko, or at least against a Ryan Garcia, a Devin Haney, or even a Tank Davis before he leaves the lightweight division. But it's always good to watch the takeover continue, Teofimo Lopez, and please give the channel a subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and until we see each other again, remember to keep those hands up.